For the first time, we are closer to the fastest growing and most economically dynamic region of the world than our competitors. As a proud Australian, inevitably, my focus as Prime Minister was on the potential benefits for my nation of Asia's rise. I sought to explain to the Australian people that we are living in an age of remarkable opportunity. But I can hear you thinking, that's great for Australia, but for the United States, isn't this a story of being relegated to economic second place, of economic decline? The answer to the first of those questions may inevitably be yes, but to the second, I would assert an unambiguous no. The 21st century world will not be a continuation of the unipolar world of the last part of the 20th century. At some point, and comparatively soon, the total gross domestic product of China will exceed that of the United States. So, how depressed should you be about being a future total GDP second place getter? In my view, not at all. Asia's rise means that the innovative, resilient, entrepreneurial US economy can be a beneficiary of the resulting economic growth. President Obama certainly demonstrated his understanding of this economic dynamic when he announced the pivot towards Asia. I saw him pursue growth for the US economy at the Asia-Pacific economic forums we attended together, including the one he hosted in Hawaii. It is the underlying strategy of his drive to create the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a 21st century trade agreement embracing 11 nations in the Asia-Pacific. These vital steps are preparations by the President for the future. I endorse his activism. As I explained to my nation, winning in the Asian century has to be fought for, not lethargically assumed. To my own nation, I said we would come out winners if we were at our most productive, if we were in the right economic shape to compete and seize our share of Asian growth. That meant winning the education race and increasing the skill levels of our labour force, building the right infrastructure, including broadband, streamlining our regulatory settings and overcoming the baggage of inconsistent regulations in our nation's different states and territories, starting to decarbonise our economy, given its status as one of the most carbon intensive in the world, doing the trade deals that would ease tariff, quota and behind-the-border barriers. Fiscally, it also meant a budget in balance across the economic cycle. It is not for me to lecture you about the domestic policy suite here in the United States, but I do feel able to at least proffer this. In the 21st century, competition will be fiercer. Getting ever better at what you do, ever more productive, does not happen without government acting with purpose, unfettered by gridlock, to feed increased productivity. My economic message is one of opportunity to be seized. I wish the USA luck in doing so, but not so much luck that Australia misses out in any way.